Hey everyone, I am here with three of my Boker OTFs. We have the mini low-tac, we have the USB, and we have the Kalashnikov. Three really good OTFs for pretty fair prices. I've been wanting to buy a Microtech recently, so maybe a month or two ago I went to a local store. It's the only Microtech dealer in my area. So checked out some of the Microtechs. By the way, this is a great place to go to buy a Microtech knife if you want to pay like maybe about $150 more than everyone else is charging. But I digress. So I checked out a couple of the Microtechs, and they were pretty nice. But I got to be honest with you, I don't find them like $200 or $300 nicer than the ones you see in front of me. Now, some might argue and say, well, they're made out of really good materials and whatnot. Well, they have aluminum, and these have aluminum chassis. This one also has carbon fiber. They have premium steels, which I'm still not totally sold on the benefits of, to be honest with you. Now, these two knives right here have D2 steel, which to me is just fine. It does everything I need it to do. This one has M390. So there you go. There's your premium. And then recently I was watching another knife channel, and they had their some of their Microtech knives out. And one of them, when they opened up the knife, it actually kind of sounded like a Lightning. You know, the $20 to $25 OTFs? Not the Lightning Elite, because honestly the Lightning Elite sounds pretty good and it's easy to actuate. Like the regular run-of-the-mill Lightning for like $20 or $25, which is great for a $20 OTF. And on this video, they were saying that since they bought the knife, it's been giving them trouble opening and closing, but for some reason they never took it back. Now, that's probably one in 100, 1 in 1,000, I don't know. But it kind of makes you think, like, what are you really paying for? What does a $400 Microtech do that this will not do? Because with this one right here, which was a Christmas gift, if you see one of my older videos. Well, not that old, like 5 weeks ago. But like I said, this one you got good materials. You have carbon fiber. You have M390 steel. Works wonderfully. Haven't had any issues with it. Okay. At Christmas time, this was on sale for like $85 or $90. Right now, they're selling for $151, which I still think is a steal. But really, what are you getting for that extra $200? I mean, I can understand if you're a collector and you want something special, but, it's not like Microtech is ProTech in a lot of ways, where they do a lot of, like, custom work. If you're going to get the fancier custom ones, you're going for the Marfione, then you're really getting into, like, the four-figure, sometimes very high four-figure territory. I'd kind of just rather stick with these. I'm just not seeing the benefit of them. And then, like I said, after handling them, like, they were nice and everything, but I gotta tell you, I've been using these quite a bit lately. Not so much this one. I haven't been using this one too much, but I use this pretty frequently, and I've been using this very frequently over the last 5 weeks. And nothing would dissuade me from wanting to buy one of these again. I think they're fantastic. Now, as far as Microtech, and not just Microtech, but other OTF companies, it's not really like they're bringing anything new to the table. Like, let's say you have like Hawk knives, you have the Deadlock. That's a pretty special knife. Like I said, it has, to me, like, similar quality of materials and whatnot as a Microtech, but I mean, it's a Deadlock. It's it's kind of crazy the way you have absolutely no side-to-side blade movement, and obviously with these, you have some side-to-side blade movement. I mean, it's not horrendous or anything, but you have the same movement that you'd have for any other OTF knife, with the exception of the Deadlock, especially this one. But, you look at the price on this, and this one was about $120. This one was about $50, maybe $60 at the time. And like I said, this one on sale was about $85. Now they're about $150. It just doesn't make sense to me. I have to be honest with you. For the money, I'd rather spend $25 on a Lightning Elite and carry that around with me than drop to $300 to $400. And this isn't coming from someone who can't see the purpose of it, because I've spent several $100s on ProTech knives, and I see the purpose of it, but like they kind of do a lot of special stuff. The Microtech, I'm just not getting the point of it, to be honest with you. But this is really as much, and really I use Microtech as an example because I went to a Microtech dealer recently, and I got a chance to handle them, whereas some other knives I wouldn't have gotten a chance to handle. But like I said, these, I got to tell you, my main purpose is just to kind of share how great these knives are. This one really fills the hand, and like I said, actuating it, no problems. I've done, like I said, quite a bit of work with them, and then I've intentionally knocked them off the rails, and they get knocked off like they're supposed to, and then you knock them back on, and everything is fine. No complaints at all with these. And like I said, D2, nice blade profile. This one right here, like I said, this is my favorite, and I love the carbon fiber, but I think the reason why I carry this one the most is because where I live, there's a 3-inch blade limit, so I carry this one very frequently because I can't just put it in my pocket. This one would be something I'd have to actually open carry. And like I said, even this USB isn't bad. I made this little lanyard myself. That didn't come with it. If it came with this lanyard, it would be very, very super duper expensive because this is some very, very fine custom cord work I did. But another nice knife, never fails. Gotta tell you, I'm just not seeing the whole $400 for the Microtech thing. Now, granted, some people think I'm crazy for ProTech, and they'd say, well, ProTech doesn't do anything special, but yeah, it kind of does. I mean, I've used other side opening autos, and it's just not the same. To me, like when it comes to side opening autos, ProTech is just above and beyond the competition that I've used and experienced. Whereas Microtech, it's like, oh, that's nice. Well, these are nice too. And to be honest with you, like I said, sale price $85. Let's call it $55, $140, $360. Those three, I'd rather have these three than an Ultratech, to be honest with you, because you figure an Ultratech is probably going to run you $325 to $350 if it's just like a basic one. And I'd rather have these three. If you offer me right now brand new Ultratech for these three, taking these three every day of the week. Well, those are just some of my knife rantings, because I'm also a Boker fan. I think there's a lot of value there. But I will talk to you later. Have a good one.